Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Outwardyappr. Before I get into this, thanks for the support you give me on the last two videos for Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is the third video in the series. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you guys think so far. Enjoy this video.
Basim, we should keep moving.
I would like to look around first, if I may. Baghdad and its surroundings call to me.
Very well, but do not be long. There will be much to do once we reach Harbia.
Look for a lattice-covered courtyard near Shah's mosque. That is where Noor was gathering his information. That is where we will be.
Now, where does my heart take me?
الأعمال الهندسية تلك المسافة من باب.
Such familiar sights. Greetings once again, Baghdad. Show me what I have missed.
Basim is in the city right now, but you notice he's approaching this reflective thing, and basically it's like a codex. So you want to actually action or press Y when you get closer to these things because they're historical markers. So that's very, very important. And it's part of the collectibles in the game. So what our goal is right now is to get to the Bandag Bureau. You notice I'm in front of a collapsed scaffolding. Now, this, you want to look out for this in the game because this forms part of an achievement in the game. So if you collapse 20 of these scaffoldings, you get an achievement. I'm just going, and we just collected an enigma. Now this is part of the collectibles as well, and you could see in the note here, they could either be in a form of a map or clues which leads you to a particular location. As you noticed before, Ikidu was able to narrow down my location of the bureau. So I'm just making my way over there right now. Make sure as you go along to your objectives, there are collectibles or there are stuff that you can actually collect in the different baskets all over the city. It could be a lock chest, it could be something, an edible or what have you. So just make sure you collect these things because you would need them to kind of level up your gear. So now we're in the bureau, so let's go ahead with this.
So this is a hidden one's bureau. I expected some sort of hovel.
Some bureaus are. Others can be fitted with gold trim. Wherever space we settle, all that's important is that our occupancy remains a secret.
We certainly have that here. Have you found anything helpful?
Nothing hinting at Ali's whereabouts. However, Noor was in contact with someone named Beshi. A name I recognize as one of Ali's closest allies within the rebel collective. He's a dock worker at the upper harbor. See if he's in the area. He may have something to tell us about Ali's disappearance.
I have found something. It seems Noor mapped out this very district. Marked the factories area to the north.
What is there?
Rebel sympathizers. If Noor visited this area for any reason, it is worth following up on.
Understood.
These are not strong leads, but they are a start nonetheless. Fulab and I will see what more we can uncover.
Be careful.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the Sharia district? Why would it be of interest to Noor?
The people there are in quiet support of the rebels. Common folk, workers, merchants. Come to think of it, Noor did make mention of a new contact. A merchant. It may be this merchant dwells in Ashara, among the dying leather factory workers.
I will keep an eye out for a stall.
فيما بعد أخبرته أن يربي ثعبانا.
يا للجنون، لابد أنه جنون في ضوضاء الشرقية. ثم سأجلس لمراقبة الآخرين وهم يجهدون أنفسهم وأضحك عليهم. أخبرني متذمرا، لكنني لا أشعر بأن صاحب الشرطة يدير حراسة المدينة بشكل جيد على الإطلاق.
Survey the area, Enkidu.
لقد جربت سويقها، ما أطيبه.
أيها المجنون،
منذ حملنا
يرحمه الله، منذ أن فارقت زوجته الحياة وهو جامع يركض في الشوارع بطريق مشروع مدلل بالنبي.
That may be Beshi rallying those men.
Side by side we stand. And should one man fall, it is the one beside him who picks him up. We have been cut down, divided. But here we remain. And so long as we draw breath, this fight will continue. So whet your blades. Pray to Allah for his guiding hand. For today, I see a great victory on the horizon.
Are you Beshi? I am with Noor. You knew him, yes?
I knew him. Last I saw, he was being chased from the city. Does he live?
Barely, but he is safe.
Stubborn bastard. What do I call you?
Basim.
Very well, Basim. Have you a blade other than that butter knife you carry? You may fancy yourself something bigger just now.
For what? Are you setting off to find Ali?
Not quite yet. These here are only half my men. The rest are being held at the harbor, further up the road.
There may be too few of us to wage an attack. If you want to save your men, our approach should be a cautious one. I will go quietly. Have these men lie in wait and escort those we free.
Your kind all think the same way. But it is a sound plan.
We were able to meet up with Beshi, so now we just have to figure out a plan to rescue his men that have been captured. So the best plan of action here would be, first of all, get Ikidu up and narrow down where the men are located. So we're just doing that right now. So he's just narrowing down. We located one prisoner here. We located, and we're just looking for the third one. I believe there are 3 rebels being captured. So we're just flying a little bit closer so we could just narrow down on the objective a little bit better. And it looks like there might be one in the building here. And I think there, okay, so we got one on the ship, one in the building, and one under the shelter there. And just to make it easier for me, I'm just kind of marking out these guards here along the area, so in this way I could have a good plan of action to get in and get out quickly without any confrontation. And you notice there are different areas where you could use the environment. Ikidu is kind of narrowing it down. You could see some cranes with some load hanging over. This stuff you could actually use your throwing knives to cut that and throw them on the enemies here. So now we're just kind of finishing up here. We got the big armored guard, and we're just gonna go back over to Basim. And you could see from here there's a lot of enemies, so we gotta take it more of a stealth approach, because you know he's not built for close combat, right? So let's do this. Let's get into this here. Yes, you want to make sure when you go into any area, especially an enemy area, you want to make sure you have your eagle vision on, because it will allow you to highlight the loot chests or anything that has some value. So in that way you could collect them as you go along your mission. So I just wanted to kind of make a note of that here. I'm eyeing this load on the crane here. This is what I was mentioning earlier, using your environment to your advantage and getting rid of the enemies. So it's a little bit far from my throwing knife, so I'll have to kind of get a little bit closer to achieve that goal. So here it is right now. This is what I'm talking about. So you see, you got the weight there, and below this weight there are two guards, and through down eliminate these two guards. That's what I'm talking about, using your environment to your advantage. Yes, I wanted to do an assassination, but a little bit sloppy. Boom, but I still got him anyway, so that's important. I didn't want to alert the guard on the bottom here. And here you go. I'm taking him out with a knife. Nice, he fell in the water, so that's good. So my goal here, when I'm freeing the rebels here, I'm trying not to incite any trouble. I'm trying my best to be as stealthy as I can be here, because there are a lot of guards and it's very early in the game, and I would definitely be overwhelmed very quickly. So I don't want this to happen in any way. So there's one more guard here that's eyeing the rebel. Assassinate him quickly. Now, that's one thing I need to point out, your notoriety. So every time you kill an enemy in front of a civilian, or somebody sees you kill an enemy, your notoriety level goes up. So you want to keep an eye on that, because if it gets too high, then yes, definitely could be a challenge for you. But there are posters that are around the city that you could actually tear down, and as you tear them down, it drops a third of your notoriety, so it's helpful as well. So these are little things you want to keep an eye on when you're playing this game. And lastly, armored enemies. My suggestion here is maybe not until later on in the game when you actually level up, but you're better off taking these guards out through assassinations, just like I'm doing this guard here right now. Good. So we're kind of narrowing down the field a bit, and we just have to deal with the guards on the other side. So let's kind of take care of that there now.
You will suffer for your sins.
You could see here there's another opportunity for me to use the environment to my advantage. Now, I would like to do that because there is a flaming jar down there, and if I use my throwing knife on that jar, it's going to explode. But most importantly, there's an armored guard down there, and he is carrying the key. So I figure, well, it's probably better to try and get this done this way so I could eliminate two guards. So I'm gonna see if I can do this here. I was trying to see if I could take this guy across to the archer with a knife, but he's a little bit too far. Ideally you want to take them out one shot with the knife. So I'm gonna try this again and see if I could get this. Make sure I get the reticule on here. Nice. Good. So you see that? Now that was good. So take out two enemies one shot. So what that will do, it will bring the other enemies in, because now they're going to come in and investigate. And what I can do is I could kind of narrow down that playing field as well and see how many enemies I could take out due to that disturbance here, or maybe kind of wear them down a bit. But I'm keeping myself hidden in the meantime, because like I said before, I don't want these guys to catch up with me, because it will not end well.
Murder! Run! Run for your lives!
Coward won't be so lucky next time.
Yeah, you'll notice this guy has already been weakened. I guess he's the guy I threw the knife at early on when he came and investigate the blast. So I'll have to try and take him out here, because he's looking for me actually. So if I could do a quick assassination, that would be nice. So in this way I could get rid of him. And yes, the opportunities here, so we'll get that done. Great. And there's another guy on the bottom here that I want to take care of, because remember, there's a prisoner in the bottom of this building. So I gotta eliminate him. That's good. So now you notice the locked doors. So remember the guy. Here we go. Another opportunity. Just like I talked about before, I was able to use my knife on the crane and eliminate the last two guards there. So what that did for me, it freed up that area, so it allowed me to go and collect the key from the dead armored guard. So you see, so now I have cleared a lot of the guards here. So it gives me more of an ease of access now. So I could go and free that rebel here. So that will be the second one. Second of Beshi's rebels. And there's a note. Just leave it for your guys to read. Good. And there's a chest here, so we're good. So we could head out. Now there's a couple guards down there. They're not really a threat, so I'll just kind of go about my business here. So now we're going behind the last rebel here. So we got the guy under the shelter, the guy in the building. So this is the last rebel here. So there are two guards watching over him. So we're gonna take out that first guard here. Let's try and see if we can get out with a knife. That'll be good if we could do that. Yep, That's done. And the other guy here, he's a little bit of distance away, but we'll have to give him another knife. Yes, so the area now is clear. But one thing before we go and free the rebel here, you notice there is a chest. Now these are called gear chest. So what these chests contain, they contain different schematics for different weapons. So you could level up your weapon, you could level up your dagger, or you could level up your armor, right? So there's a little bit of a puzzle to solve here. We gotta move around these shelves. So I'm moving the one to the right, we're pushing it down towards us. Then we just have to push the one to the left forward. It's a little bit tricky. It took me a little while to figure this out. And now you notice here that this shelf is, so we just gotta pull it inside. That was the one on the left. And now that actually gives us access to the gear chest. And you will see when I open it, it's for the Zan Uprising outfit. So that's a schematic to level up your outfit. So you want to find as many of these in the game, right? So I just thought I'll just mention that. And we freed the last rebel. So that's about it. This was nicely done. There wasn't any confrontation with the guards. And then we could go and meet up with Beshi to conclude this quest.
هذا المحور كما صرح الفرغاني في كتاب جوامع علمه.
You are a hound, Basim.
I am only doing my part. Together, we will see the end of what ails this city.
Look no further than Al-Ghul, the man only spoken of and never seen.
What can you tell me about him?
He takes enemies of the Caliphate and makes them dig in the desert. Prisoners, rebels, laborers. In search of what? I do not know. These men were captured with Ali weeks ago and were destined to perish beneath the sands.
Not Ali. He's been taken elsewhere. They marked and separated us. Ali was in another group. They wanted to question him about you and your friends.
Can you show me this marking?
What are you thinking?
Ali and Noor got close enough to Al Ghul that he took notice. If we find Ali, he can lead us to Al Ghul.
It is but one path. There may be another. I will go where these men were being sent to dig, and pose as a captive.
Are you mad?
Only stubborn. Here, take this.
What do I do with it?
It is a Hidma token. Those who understand its value will do what is in their power to help. I will send these men to regroup at the watermill on the northern outskirts. A rebel stronghold. You are welcome there.
Wafakak Allah.
Barakallahu fiq.
My search for Ali continues. The Sharia district may provide some clues as to his whereabouts.
So now, after completing the first lead, freeing Beshi's men and gaining his confidence here, so now we're heading over to uncover the second lead. So we're gonna follow Nur's lead. That's before he got injured. So we're gonna head over there. Now, these collapse scaffolding, like I said before, they're put in unique places, so they could be used to hurt the enemies. But I was trying to do that with the guard and it didn't work, so I end up being almost getting in a confrontation. But let's head over to this lead now for Nur, and let's see what we could find out from that.
أتساءل ما إذا كان الصديق جاهزا.
لا يجوز للعبيد حمل السلاح ضد على إحضار هذا العمل.
كما لو كان وكانت
القذاف الذي عند النهر سيشتري أصدافا.
لا تثر غضبي. لكن دعوني أواجهه بما عندي.
عرضت الأمر على قصة. لقد فهم. قال إنه سيفكر فيها ويعود إليه. لكنني كلما أراه
يشير إليه في كتابه
العمل ويتجاهلني تماما.
Just a moment.
Darwish!
Basim? Azizi? I thought you were dead.
I feared the same.
What are you doing here? You? Your clothes. You are one of them now. How?
A hidden one. Under Roshan's guidance.
Oh, forgive me. This is all too much. When I did not find you among the dead, I hoped that somehow you had escaped. I spent many nights praying for your life, praying that you found safety. Today, Allah has answered me.
I am not worthy of your prayers.
What happened that night was not your doing. It was the doing of evil men. You know this. It is why you have chosen to walk this path. It is why I have found my way to Baghdad. Ali ibn Muhammad is brash and sees himself a great hero of prophecy. I loathe the man, but we fight a common enemy. One I must help defeat if my soul is to one day rest.
So it is true. You are the rebel merchant who was helping Nur.
What has become of him?
He clings to life, but he is safe among our people. I am to continue his work and hunt Baghdad's oppressors. Ali was helping Nur get closer to one such man. But as you may know, he has since disappeared.
He hasn't disappeared. He has been captured, a fate shared by many rebels of late.
Do you know where he is being held?
He was taken to the Khurasan Gate guardhouse. But that was weeks ago. You even leave like they do.
It is good to see you again.
Just watch yourself. You may be in better hands, but I'm still a nagging old man. And Basim, if ever you are feeling a little peevish, come see me. I could use your help. For a good cause, of course.
فأنا أسترجع ما قاله المعلم البلخي. أكبر بهذا. أرى ذلك الآن.
أتعتقد أن حسين يدرك أن الجاحظ يشير إليه في كتابه البخلاء. تلك الفقرة الأخيرة من المثل التالي
في جوار نهر بن حيث أقطن يشكل الرمل أكثر جزء من جبالنا.
Cast your gaze, Enkidu. This is the outpost Ali was taken to. Show me everything.
So we followed up with Nur's lead. It led us to the guardhouse, so we just have to find a way to get in there, and definitely not from the front door. So we just gotta kind of sneak in here. Yes, so we're in the guardhouse now, and just like when we're by the harbor there, we just gotta use stealth. So my goal here again is not to get into any confrontations with the guards. So there's another guy at the end here. I'll just want to take him out using the assassination here and get him out quickly. Yeah, he's sitting down. He doesn't, he's minding his business kind of thing, and I'll just take him out. That's done. Because we gotta eavesdrop on the guards, the two guards that's on the bottom here. So I have actually eliminated the threat. So now I could get into that pile of hay and do my thing.
I saw that before. Are you and the scribe ever going to play nicely together?
Not likely. The man thinks he can let loose his tongue just because of his rank. If he gets in my way again, I will kill him myself.
And who will record the prisoners then? You? You cannot fasten your own braces, let alone write.
If it means we rid ourselves of his blithering, I will happily learn.
Yeah, we need to find the prisoner records. So that's the next objective. And it's located below where I am right now. So I'm just eliminating the guards here to see if I get access to it. It's right below me here. There's a door there. You could see it on the bottom. You could see the orange objective here. But the other trick is there's the guy with the key. He's on the other side. So I thought he was going to come by me. So I have to make my way back to the other side and most probably assassinate him, because a knife wouldn't work because he's a little bit too far. So let's head back over and get that done. Yes, so we're heading back to the other side now. Fortunately for us, he's coming out, so we're just going to do a quick assassination. And yes, very quietly done. No disturbances, no alerts. So we could head back over to the room and get access to these prisoner records. So let's do this now.
This looks like a scribe's quarters. A list of prisons, all paired with different marks.
So we're able to get the prisoner records and the case is closed, so another clue is solved. But I wanted to show you guys this. This is a token chest. So you would need to get either a merchant's token or something to open this chest, and that provides gear. So the only thing in this game, it's not noted where these chests are located. So upon your searching, you'll be able to find them, but you want to make sure you got tokens to open these chests. But just use your eagle vision. That will help you to locate these as you're playing the game. Our objective is completed and our goal is to regroup at the bureau. Both of these things were nicely done. There was no confrontations. We did it all in stealth. So guys, I'd like to thank you for joining me here today. This is the third video in the series for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this game so far. I'm loving it. And see you guys in the next video.
If I were in Ali's position, I would do the same. An army is only as powerful as its weakest soldier.
Assalamu alaikum, Basim.
Wa alaikum assalam, Ahmed. How was your journey?
I am Abu Jafar.
Right. My apologies. Is there a problem?
Not yet. But we've discovered Ali was brokering a deal with Noor to supply the rebels with resources in exchange for his help.
The Order is a thorn in his side, yes, but Ali has his sights set on the Khilafah. He will want us to honor this deal.
What news do you bring?
Our target is Al Ghul. He uses prisoners and laborers to dig around Baghdad. Ali and some of his men were captured and marked. With Beshi's help, I freed them. But Ali had been taken elsewhere for questioning. One of the rebels showed me his mark. If this list of captives is correct, Ali was sent to the Damascus Gate prison.
Where are these rebels now?
A watermill, on the northern outskirts.
I will meet with them. See what more I can learn about this deal. Find Ali.
The Damascus Gate prison is the most well-guarded prison in Baghdad. This will prove to be no small challenge, I can tell you. I will scout ahead. Meet me near the prison's front gate.
A moment of your time before you go, Basim. I have some useful thoughts to share.
You have my ears.
First, I have fashioned a board with information brought to us by our spies around the city. Consult it at your leisure. Second, these lands are ripe with materials to improve your weapons. See the blacksmith Jawar nearby. He could help you. And lastly, I am your man for any tool enhancement. Bring me materials and you will see what mastery I can provide.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far. Gate Prison. I should find him, but before I do, it may serve me well to seek out this blacksmith. Any improvements he could offer would prove useful.